Hello, friends, and welcome to the channel. I'm Handington, and today we're playing Cookie Run Oven Break again. Some more, as usual. Luckily I was able to get a little bit of time in, and the new update has arrived for good old Lil Puddin Cookie. You gotta say Lil Puddin, you can't just say Pudding Cookie. Lil apostrophe Puddin apostrophe. You can't just say pudding cookie. Because it's Little Puddin. There we go. Bells, bells, jingle, jingle. She is so cute and precious. She wants to be Ginger Claus. She just wants to be Santa when she grows up. Look at her go, ringing the little bells. And then there are 3 other siblings. They're so cute. Ah. Oh, Puddin. So, I forget if we read Chestnut Cookie's story in the last one. Fear not. My world is still just a raging bonfire. No. Yule log for Christmas. Yes. So, the air is still quite dusty, but the dust is settling, and I don't mean that in the sense that it's metaphorical. I mean that, like, in the literal sense, that, like, the dust, as time is going by, is starting to fall down again, so it's getting a little bit better in here. Not much. Not by much. It's still bad. It's still bad. It's still so bad. When I wake up in the morning, I have a bunch of sneezes because, like, the dust is just all starting to settle in my nose, and it's just, I'm breathing in all night, and excuse me. I also have a weird ability where I can sometimes sneeze myself awake, which I don't think you're actually supposed to be able to sneeze while you're sleeping, but I can, and then it wakes me up with a jolt, so it doesn't happen often, but it happens sometimes. So that's no fun. So everything in here is still rough. Metaphorically, the dust has not quite settled, but it's a little bit better. My sister is back home from the hospital now. She has her own room. She'll be redoing her room, and I still have stuff around my room, so I can't do a little setup tour or anything like that until I finally finish shifting everything over. But everything at the moment is at least in my room. All of my stuff is in here. I'm actually recording in my room at the moment. And it'll take some more adjusting and moving around of things, but we're almost there. So I'm very happy about that. I have finals coming up as well. So today is a bit of a break day, so I'm gonna try and get some recording done because my father is gonna happen to be out of the house a bunch, which is really nice. My sister's having a singing concert on Saturday and Friday, both Friday and Saturday, which that'll be nice as well. Hold on. Yay, blowing my nose for holiday cheer. It's great for not me and nobody else. It's just not good. I decided to leave my room and go into the living room, and I'm slightly pacing in here because it's slightly less dusty. So I realized, yeah, why don't I go in here to record? So since my laptop is in the other room, I can do this. I can be in this room here. With finals and with lots of other stuff going on, which I'll talk about either another time. I don't know when I'm going to put up this episode, so the other stuff has been happening, and it's been rough. The things have not been good. I'll talk more about that later, but basically, I am tired, both mentally and physically. My house is very dusty. We just finished a really big project that isn't finished. We just completed stage one of give my sister and I separate rooms that we can sleep in, and the adjusting of said rooms will happen later, but at least we can do that more at our own pace. So I'm probably gonna do that over my Christmas break and try to adjust everything. Oh no. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Luckily, my phone was very laggy, so it managed to work out, actually, so... Sorry. Anyway, so... Yeah, things have been rough. In fact, one of the few positives in all this is actually because since I've, especially like a week ago, and for a period of like 2 weeks, almost solid, and on and off in the time before that. Basically, like the past month, with all of the moving of everything that I have been doing, um, it's essentially been like it like it's essentially been like I've spent the week like lifting, uh, like weightlifting essentially with all of the movement of gigantic heavy things and shifting and like I would take technically breaks in the sense that like if I picked through the garbage that was all over the floor through my sister's stuff and like I went through that, then I'm not like continuously lifting the heavy boxes, so I'm still continuously working, but like physically I was able to like, well, I wouldn't necessarily sit down all the time. I'd have to stand for some of it, for a lot of it, honestly. It's only until like the end where I was able to sit because I had to lean over under my sister's bed for stuff. Um, but essentially, like what I had been doing was just like weightlifting and then giving my muscles a brief technical break, even though mentally I was still working, and physically I was still working, but just not as strenuous. Um, so after that, I had found out that apparently I had gotten stronger because it was like easier for me to pick up heavy things, and like I had been with some friends that I had been with Handina, and she was like, "Oh wow, this flashlight is really heavy," because she was with another friend and they were pointing out this really like it was one of those high powered flashlights that are really dense, but you're able to shine it, and you can shine it across like the school. So they shined it on one of the buildings, and it like illuminated the building from the other side of the path. And it was a really, really, really powerful flashlight. It was also rather heavy. And so she hands it to me, and like without flinching, I grab it as though you were grabbing a pencil. And she was like, "Whoa." No, excuse me. I was like, "Whoa, this isn't really heavy at all." And then she went, "Wait, really?" And so I give it back to her. And then, like, when I give it back to her, like, her hand sort of, like, ducks a little bit when she receives it again. And it's just sort of like, oh my gosh, all of the lifting that I have been doing has made me stronger. So that was a positive. That was a positive. So, yay, I got in some sort of workout for once. I mean, I would always consider when I would carry my, like, 40-pound book bag up and down stairs throughout, uh, high school and elementary school. It was a little lighter in elementary school, more like 30 pounds. Um, I would just carry all of my books with me. Sometimes it would rain. It would, well, I mean, as the years went up, my backpack got heavier. So in the little grades, my backpack was very light, and then by the time, sixth and seventh and eighth grade came around, it became like a 20-pound book bag, and then 25 pounds, and I just would have stuff in it, so that it would end up being almost 30. And then my book bag for high school was almost always like 40. Actually, no, it might have been. I think it was 30. Yeah, it was 30. Around 30. Because I had waited at some point. So it was about 30, and then it was in high school, it was about 40. Because this is before, we were the last class to not get iPads at my high school. So I had to carry around all the heavy textbooks. So I had to worry about that. The post-nasal drip has been really bad today for me, so I do apologize. Again, I'm not going to edit this episode. I'm still going to try and edit some more stuff. I haven't... I also haven't been feeling too keen on editing lately. So I've only been doing like minor edits for a couple of videos. Some of the smaller ones that you've seen already by the time this goes up, I think. Or at least some of them. But I'm gonna try and work on the other ones a little bit later. But I've just been having to focus on the other stuff here, which has at least been dying down a little bit, so that the hectic rush of things being immediate is starting to finish, and then I go right into finals, and so it's still like, well, I can't quite get a real break essentially. So that's why I'm actually going to use today as a sort of break, because I still have stuff coming up, but it's like, I need a little bit more of a break. Yesterday, luckily, I had D&D with my friends, which was nice. So I'm recording this the next day, and it's just like, I just need a little bit more time before I can get back to the grindstone of starting to work on some more stuff. So life has been something. So let's check out Chestnut Cookie. I've stalled long enough. Have I? I don't remember if I read Chestnut Cookie's story. Excuse me. So I'll just read it anyway. Extra, extra, read all about it. Every morning at sunrise, Chestnut Cookie fixes his hat that has more holes than threads. Poor child. Every time you put your hat on, it breaks, 'cause of your chestnut spiky head. Straps a bundle of fresh, delicious, tasty newspapers to his trusty tricycle. Hops on and pedals forth to start a brand new day. Oh, good luck, child. From street to street, from house to house, Chestnut Cookie greets every cookie with great cheer and a big smile. Sometimes when the chilly evening wind sets in, he pauses in front of a warmly lit house with a longing gaze before the old crotchety cookie comes out going, "You kid, get off my lawn!" And then the Chestnut Cookie has to run away from the window. But the excited peddling begins anew, as there is a wall of article clippings chronicling the adventures and wonders of the cookie world awaiting him at home. Aww. He chronicles parts of the newspaper at his little house, his little ramshackled shack that he lives in. And he keeps full newspaper articles. Chestnut Cookie is so cute. Chestnut Cookie may be wandering alleys and streets now, but one day he's going to embark on his own adventure to see the world once he gets over his crippling pneumonia. Oh, Chestnut. On a side note, no matter how hard the world tends to get for me, I know there are people who have things so much worse. And that's part of what helps me to keep on pushing through. 'Cause it's like, hey, things could be worse. I mean, they're not good now, but things could be worse, so I'm happy for the stuff that I do have. This is nice. I'm very happy for it, and I'm happy for all of you. Also, so we're at 816 subs as of the moment. I need 1,000 to get the monetization. But when I went to check, it said that it was submitted and is like awaiting approval, when I clicked it, I didn't watch the video yet, but it showed me a video of, like, the YouTube Creator Studio, how to monetize the channel or something. And I'm wondering if YouTube is, like, in the process of accepting it even before we get the 1,000 subs, or maybe because I think we've reached over 4,000 watch hours in a year, in 12 months, which is insane to think. And I may have to make another separate video talking about that, but it's incredible. It's really incredible. We've been able to watch this. People have been so wonderful as to watch my videos for over 4,000 hours within the past 12 months. And to that, I just have to say thank you to all of you. And, like, it's amazing. We are also so close to getting that. I didn't really think that we'd be able to get to that point. I, like, was hoping. But if we can, that's amazing. And that'll actually help me out so much in the future, even if it's just a little bit, because then it's like YouTube could essentially be like my job, especially since my father, like, so my father wants to essentially be like the one that we have to depend on, because that he needs to feel important. So we're not allowed to have my sister and I are not allowed to have jobs. And if we try and get jobs, he tries to dissuade us before essentially threatening to, like, make things much more worse for us if we tried to pursue getting jobs. So he greatly discourages us to getting jobs and essentially forces us not to get jobs, so that he can also berate us for not having jobs. So then when we talk about, hey, maybe we should get a job then he turns around and then goes, no. I mean, he says more than just no, but, you know. So he essentially just wants to complain that we don't have jobs, especially to other people, but he forces us not to have jobs, so that this way he can make it seem like, oh, we're not motivated enough, we don't do anything, we don't get jobs. Similar to if I don't end up going to clubs, because he is upset if I do go over to school activities. If I go over to clubs, then he's very upset, but if I don't go over to clubs, he is also upset because I'm not going over to the clubs. And I'm not experiencing his college. Because I'm going to the same college that he did, because essentially he had forced me to go over to the college as well, being able to have certain things over my head unless I went over to the college. So, things have been rough. So if I were to get a job of some kind, I would have to do it without him knowing. And miraculously, somehow, I think, I just gotta, like, thank the Lord and I just thank everyone here and just thank, because, like, it's amazing that it could possibly be a reality where I'd be able to actually turn my passions into, like, a job. Even if, like, at the beginning I'm just making a little bit of money. I've downloaded this thing called not YouTube, Google Opinion Rewards, where I can fill out some surveys and get, like, a few cents worth of Google Play stuff, which actually means that if I accumulate enough, I can actually buy some app games and buy possibly some other things in games. So I could even buy some of the Plants vs. Zombies plants if I really felt like it. If I save up enough, though. It's kind of random when you'll end up getting the surveys, but I can get up anywhere from, like, 20 cents to, like, 60 cents per survey. And unlike a lot of those, I'm not sponsored by them, by the way, but unlike a lot of those other apps where it's just like, oh, pay Pay Dude or whatever. I'd make that up. But those ones where it's like they have the ads where you win. Oh, I won $1,000. Oh, I won another $100. Oh, I won another $500. Money, and then they have money raining from this sky, and somebody just like wasting money by throwing it because of just how excited they are to get money, just making it rain. That's what it's called. And like you see the gift cards for all these companies and yada yada. Meanwhile, you'll see reviews where it's like, oh, it ended up expiring much too fast, and also they didn't pay me out in time, or they say it's processing and other stuff like that, where it's just kind of like spotty, where occasionally you may work very hard and you'll be like, hey, I got $5 gift card, and it's like, this is essentially sort of the same thing, but it's regulated by Google. So your payout is only in Google money, for the Google Play Store. So you can use that to get Google stuff. Uh-oh. Hold on. Alright. So essentially you just earn Google money. However, you can use that Google money on stuff from the Play Store. And to buy apps also from the Play Store. So, and the other thing is that it's reliable, and also your payout is essentially immediate as it goes to your balance. So you can't turn it into like cash otherwise, so you don't send away for a gift card and then wait a while to end up getting it back. Um, I think you might be able to buy a Google Play gift card, but then you just redeem it right away, so it's pointless. But essentially, it just goes right to your Google Play balance, and the money will expire in a year, and they make sure to let you know that. A lot of people, I don't know if they updated it to tell you, or if it would surprise people before, but essentially, it's Google. They already track your information anyway, so it's just like, if you just hit allow, then they end up paying you for it if you do this, and you go to certain places and you can guess. Starbucks tends to, if you end up going over to a Starbucks, they tend to give you surveys, so that's good. And it's really nice. So I've been saving up a little bit of the money in there, so I can actually now pay for Google Play stuff if I feel like it over time. So if Dev Sisters does another package deal, depending on how much I'm able to save up. I've had it for about a month now, and I've gotten like $4, just from how infrequent the surveys can be. But it's still nice anyway, and it technically, since it's just like Google Play money, it doesn't actually count as like income. So it's nice. So this way I can just use it on app games, and it's nice because it's just like Google Play credits. Uh, So it's nice, and I also have a coupon, so if I buy something soon using the credits, I get an extra dollar off. So there's an app game that I'm actually looking forward to, that I kind of want. I pre-registered for it, and now it's out. And if you follow me on Twitter, you may have seen that I tweeted out about that, the game. So I may end up doing that. I know I have the KFC game to edit, but considering stuff going around at the moment, it's like, now, not only has it been tough for me to get to it, but now it sort of feels a little bittersweet to try and do it at this point. But who knows? I may try and play that mysterious app game, which I will keep a secret for now. But I now have the power to be able to essentially buy some Google Play stuff. And technically I could anyway, where, like, I could spend other money that I have on Google Play, but it's like, I would rather this method where it's like automatically goes to the account. It doesn't feel like I'm losing any money if I make a purchase. So I'd much rather do this. So, what was I getting at? Right. So even if I make like that much money on an occasional ad for YouTube, that would actually be like real money. And it would be kind of amazing. It would just be amazing, amazing. Not just kind of amazing. That would be exceptional. And actually that would help out because considering, let me see. I have yet to buy a game specifically to play on the channel, at least. The other stuff that I've had already. I bought the tripod, I bought the mini tripod, I bought the phone camera stand, and I didn't do it specifically for the video. I also bought the Rebecca Parham pin a while back, but so essentially, like, I have spent some money on the YouTube channel. So if I end up making like $15 off it in a long stretch, then it's like, well, now I've been able to break even from the money that I put in. And if I end up making like $20, then it's like, wow, I made $5. This is so cool. And who knows what the future could hold. But the fact that it's like possible now, or almost possible, it is even closer to our grasp, is just amazing. I mean, with everything that ends up happening, just thinking that, just holding on to a hope that, like, if I was able to make YouTube my job, I can focus on making more videos. I could make more stuff for you guys that's, like, better. I could just focus on it. I can be happier. And it would just be so cool to make that my job, in addition to app development, which I also want to do. Like, I'm not just going to do, like, one or the other. But the fact that, like, we're actually really close to doing that is just astonishing to me. So, even though the world may be crumbling around me, I'm still very happy for the bit of ground that I've got. And I'm very thankful for all of you who continue to watch these videos. So anyway, Spiky, little Spiky Spiker. And Spiky curls up into a ball. Everyone mistakes it for a chestnut still in its prickled flower. Aww. One fateful morning, Spiky accidentally punctured a tire on Chestnut Cookie's tricycle. Oh, the poor baby. They've become inseparable ever since. Oh, Spiky decided to be friends and felt bad for popping the tricycle wheel and now is friends. Sure, Spikes may nibble on the newspapers and ruin a tire or two, and he only has 3. But they'll always be the best of pals. Oh, so cute. Little hedgehog. And this is the new pet, Jingle Deer. This little Jingle Bell Rudolph deer. This is so cute. Makes potions. A bell that was laughed. Oh my gosh, it is Rudolph. I have yet to read this description. I didn't read Spiky's description. I think I clicked on Chestnut Cookie's description, like, when I got him. I don't remember. Chestnut Cookies seemed somewhat familiar. Like, I started to read it, and then I was like, oh, I'll read it on the channel, because the first half seemed like I had read it before. So I don't know if I read it on the channel or not. But essentially, no, not essentially. I haven't read Jingle Deers, so this is exciting. I didn't read Spiky either. I know for a fact I didn't read Spiky. So, let's see. A bell that was laughed at and called names because of a unique red nose. I love this. I love Dem Sisters. I love this game. Oh, it's so good. It's so cute. I love it. On a particularly foggy winter night, Pudding Cookie asked Jingle Deer for help to light the path. Ever since this pet has been known nothing but joy, as it rings and chimes every snowy night. Oh, oh, it rings and chimes. Oh, oh, precious. And now we have Lil Puddin. We're the present story. Oh, that's a lot of words. Oh, look, it's her army of siblings, and each of them have different looking hair, so you can tell them apart. One looks like a baldy on the right. One has a little tuft in the center. The other has a tuft that's upward, but longer hair in the back. And the little Puddin has pigtails. A spoonful of happy sugar helps some pudding go down. 2 spoons of sweet caramel syrup. 3 spoons of rich and creamy joy. Despite this, Pudding Cookie seems much sweeter and bouncier than other cookies. Oh, so she's already sweet and still seems even sweeter and bouncier than the others. Okay, I think I understand that. When the snow begins its graceful descent. I love these descriptions, by the way. They are so wonderful. The graceful descent, it just paints such a lovely image in your mind. Yeah, I need to blow my nose again. Excuse me. Yeah. Me be back. My nose, it still hurts from all the blowing. Anywho, when the snow begins its graceful descent, Pudding Cookie may visit your house and knock on the door. But many people mistake Pudding Cookie for a robber and equip themselves with a baseball bat or other bludgeoning weapon, only to see an adorable little puddin standing there, and then they lower their guard, and then they go, oh, it's just a cute little puddin. And then Pudding's cousins and siblings secretly rob the house from behind. It's all just one big ruse. No. It's terrible. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Puddin'. Anyway, so, open it, and lo and behold, it's a lovely holiday carol from not one, not two, not three, but quadruplets. Oh, they are siblings. Okay. Listen to their warm, adorable song listening to their warm, adorable song fills your heart to the brim with joy. When all other cookies wait for the festive winter holidays, one is eagerly wrapping presents. Why? Because Puddin' Cookie dreams to become Ginger Claus. That's so cute. There's 4 Puddin' Cookies. They all are supportive of the main Puddin' Cookie who wants to be Ginger Claus, so they're all dressed up in little sad outfits to have the holiday cheer. That's so cute. This also, shows that there are, multiple cookies who have slight differences. So this is actual confirmation that there are, 4 Puddin' Cookies. They were quadruplets, so they were probably, baked at the same time using the same cookie cutter. So there are 4 Puddin' Cookies. The other 3, though, are, they have different personalities, which, when you think about it... Oh, so, Pudding Cookie's skill. I've seen this on Twitter. I haven't actually seen... that's how I know that they're, quadruplets, but I haven't actually seen the video of what the trial looks like. But, Pudding Cookie's skill is similar to a rhythm game where it, it's a little bit like if you play in the Island of Memories and you have Cheerleader Cookie's memory. The boss fights with Red Cheerleader Cookie, your rival. They use a little thing similar to Pudding's ability. And... right. So... there are multiple cheerleader cookies, with all of them being different. The same goes for the Pudding Cookies, who are also similar. I guess I just never really thought of it before, how, her rival, cheerleader's rival, and then the other cheerleader cookies in her ability, similar to this, it does prove that there are multiple, versions of the same cookie. So there are multiple cheerleader cookies, Pudding Cookies. However, they all are, still individuals, so each cookie isn't going to be an exact duplicate of the other cookie. So, each one is still, their own unique cookie. They each have their own personalities. I imagine it's something similar to, in Toy Story 2, I think, where there's, a second Buzz Lightyear, and, they each have their own personalities due to their own experiences in life. So I think it works similar to that. I think it's something kind of like that. So it's just cool to think about, just because finding out as much lore about the Cookie Run series is just the best, because I love it so much. So I'm on board with trying to just dig however deep. We need game theory on this. Game theory, do a Cookie Run video. Oh, Puddin' Cookie isn't running at the moment. That's weird. Anywho, so Puddin is adorable. I've yet to do the trial, and I also haven't done the event yet. So let me head over here. Complete the newspaper. Yeah, Cookie Herald, page 2. The back page. Let's do this. I have yet to unlock these. Unlock. Yeah. Received a reward. Cookies divided. What's the proper way to eat jellies? Interesting. Ooh. Ooh, yay. Unlock. Huzzah. Oh, good. I get more pudding. I get, not more. I just get at all. Puddin cookie. Magic candy stuff. Winter is coming. Winter is coming. Cookies ready with blank. Oh, I know that picture. Look, it's Coco. She's so cute. And a little, he's holding the furball pup, and the pup is a little snow lump. It's shivering. And then Snow Sugar Cookie is happy, and she's holding up her wand and is just smiling like, "Arr!" So cute. Whipped cream, something. Yay! It does say whipped cream. Whipped cream cookies' new favorite hobby? And again, I love how the cookie reading this moves their hands. It's so cute. Yes, I will unlock the article. You need so many newspapers, but you just get tons of ink. Ooh, treasure thing. Yeah. Nice. Every cookie wants to run here in bonus time? Oh yeah, so I was able to reprint the other article a whole bunch and then get... Oh. Your rewards for printing the newspaper are based on the specific newspaper side that you print. So I need to print 30 of this side to get those rewards, and another 30 on this side to get these rewards. I thought it was just a collective 30. You need a ton of newspapers. Okay, well, good to know. Anyway, let's head over to the scoop. In progress. Oh, I can't read the rest of this because my event thing doesn't work on my tiny phone. It's all messed up. Oh, I can't read the bottom. Jellies and jam. Yam jams. Jellies and jam create a perfect harmony of flavor. But a recent dispute has divided the cookies to dip or to pour. So they like jellies covered in jam. Jelly is covered in more jelly. Well, that does make sense. Yeah. I imagine that, like, if you had chicken and then you topped it off with a bit of more chicken, it would be really good. So if you had, like, a chicken cutlet, you put a second chicken cutlet on top of the first chicken cutlet, you would be very happy about that, because that's essentially what they're doing here. Except it's more like... Well, it's a different consistency, so it's sort of like if you put chicken, and then if you were eating, like, sausages, and you put sausage gravy on top, that's sort of like what they do when they have jellies and then they put jam on top. Yeah. That's actually a good analogy. Alright. So, to dip or to pour. Blank, an avid fan of dipping, claims too much jam makes jellies soggy and unappetizing. Well, who would say that? Dipping is very dainty, is it? Well, no, not necessarily. Pouring is much more dainty. Dipping is just sort of like... Psh. Let's see, Ginger Brave wouldn't do that. Fairy Cookie seems like she'd complain. Soggy and unappetizing, huh? Muscle Cookie kind of makes sense, where he'd be like, No, brother, that would make it soggy and unappetizing. I could go with Muscle. Well, that makes some sense. Uh-oh. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave. Hopefully that will unload that. So this way I can read the bottom, because it looks like once I got that in there that I could read less of the article. I'm going to read the rest. Countering this claim was blank, stating that pouring jam is the only proper method of enjoying both at the same time. The dispute has become so public that an... Okay. And now we have to just choose between pouring and dipping. Which are both kind of 50-50, honestly. They blah, can't speak. So, Tiger Lily Cookie is definitely not the second one because she can't speak very good English. So, saying that pouring jam is the only proper method to enjoy both at the same time, no. I'm going to say somebody's going to talk about things being the proper method. Ninja Cookie sounds like he's the kind of person to say that. Fairy Cookie sounds like she'd kind of complain. So it's like an avid fan of dipping, claims too much would make it soggy. And then again, Muscle does make sense. Seems like he would dip his cookies. Because he just can't quite imagine Fairy Cookie dipping it, but it makes more sense that she would be complaining about it. Then again, Muscle Cookie talks about how, like... Well, then again, Muscle Cookie eats jellies as, like, protein or something. Like, he said in his old cookie quest that, like, the pink bear jellies have more protein or something. So he would be more... I think he would be more interested... Well, no. Well, I don't know. I'm stuck between Muscle and Fairy. They both seem like they would be talking about it. Mustard and Kiwi would kind of sound like they're talking about it, but Fairy and Muscle are the bigger ones, so I think I'll go for that. I'll go with the crowd. Because I can't really... Well... No, I could see Mustard and Kiwi doing it. You know what? Let's not go with the crowd. Let's do Mustard. Mustard, who is a fan of dipping. No, of course Mustard would be a fan of pouring. Because she pours mustard on things. Okay. Kiwi makes some sense, though. Who would be a fan of... No, Kiwi rides the bike. I don't know if Kiwi would be interested in dipping anything. Makes it soggy and unappetizing. Fairy Cookie seems like she'd be dainty to do that. Would you want to dip jellies or pour it on? I imagine if you pour it on, it may be harder to pick up afterwards, but dipping, at least you'd be holding on to part of it. So I'm going to go with dipping. Yeah, let's dip. Yeah. Dippity dip. Pouring might be tasty too. Oh, I think we know what you're interested in. Pouring. I love that that's the front of the back. The first article in the back page is all about the pouring and dipping argument. That's amazing. I love this. Excuse me. The best gift for cookies? It's not what you think. According to a recent survey... Excuse me. The gift that the majority of cookies want to receive for the holidays is blank. Many cookie experts who had predicted blank would come out on top. Many experts who had predicted blank would come out on top. Oh, many experts who predicted that X thing would come out on top remained baffled due to this unexpected outcome. So gift the cookies the delight of blank, but never forget the importance of blank as well. Oh, the first one. Never forget the... Let's work our way up because otherwise it'll end up... We won't be able to read the article. So, never forget the importance of... attention, gift wrap, sincerity, affection. Let's see. Never forget the importance of... I like sincerity. Let's go with sincerity. Then again, the importance of affection, because of the affection levels, we can swap back and forth when I print the thing later. It's not set in stone. Many experts who thought that, let's make this feel very like, maybe the cookie experts are just sort of like business meeting cookies were all sort of like stuffy, so they're like, coins would be the most important thing to the cookies. But it turns out that friendship won in the end. No. They were willing to let, you know what? No. They were willing to let Ginger Brave die because they wanted strawberry jam. The answer goes to strawberry jam. Yeah. Most cookies just want strawberry jam for the holidays. They'll let people. They'll let Ginger Brave, the person, the cookie who inspired them to leave, die of jam because they wanted more jam when they were already at a really fancy party, in which case they probably could have just asked for it and would have gotten it anyway. So, many experts. No. Many experts expected that kindness would be the outcome, but remained baffled due to the cookies just wanting strawberry jam. So never forget the importance of sincerity. You gotta be sincere and be truthful. Don't forget about your friends when you want strawberry jam. I like this. Let's go with this instead. Yes. I like strawberry jam too. I love that he says stuff depending on what you choose as the article. It's so cute. I love the love that went into making excuse me, this event. At least a hiccup is not a cough. So I'm okay with that. A nice break. Yay, it's adorable cookies. Blank blank, the perfect way to endure any cold winter. It has since become somewhat of a necessity ever since blank came up with this long-lasting and winter-proven trend. Alright. We're doing snow sugar cookie because it's snow sugar. Oh, strawberry. Ginger Brave? This is short enough where we can choose stuff. So, something. Base layers. What's a base layer? Steamy base layers. The perfect way to endure any cold winter. Exercise. Yams. Yeah, oh my gosh, we can say yams. Yam jams. Steamy yams. Alright, I gotta say, base layer is so weird. I love it. I do kind of want to say hot cocoa, but then again, that's also kind of basic. We could say steamy base layers or expensive base layers. No, you know what? No. Steamy base layers. That's even weirder. Steamy base layers. The perfect way to endure any cold winter, since become somewhat a necessity ever since Snow Sugar came up with this long-lasting and winter-proven trend. Now I understand Muscle Cookie. Muscle Cookie came up with a trend of base layers. Is that like a base layer of paint? Or are base layers like people who put down base layers of like a roof tile or paint? I don't know, but we're going with this. I like this steamy base layers. Should I be worried? Let's go with that. I like that. Whipped cream cookie's new favorite hobby. Whipped cream has caused quite a stir. Revealed his favorite new hobby. Video games. Stocks. No, we're doing stocks. 10 ink. Yes. Whipped cream cookie has become interested in stocks. Sometimes I like it more than bear jellies. No, sometimes I like it more than... What is this? Most other cookies. You would love stocks more than others. No, that's too mean. Sometimes I love stocks more than food. Music, dancing, ballet. I think that would go. No, I think whipped cream would like. Ballet. Ballet, dancing, and music all go hand in hand. So I think I'll go with the crowd on this one. Sometimes whipped cream cookie likes stocks more than bear jellies. He said starting to hug his books. Oh, but video games. You know what? I'm pretty sure that video games liking video games more than bear jellies would win, as he would hug his computer. I think that will win, and I will be very happy when that wins. But I want to go with stocks. No, he'll check his stocks on his computer. I'll go with computer because I kind of want that to win. Yes. It's 10 ink, but I have a ridiculous amount of ink, so I am just fine with that. What are stocks? What does that mean? Oh, he's too poor to understand what stocks are. Shocking reveal. The newest cookie's main ingredient. Whoa. We should do this for a cookie who, like, we don't know who the cookie is. Oh, no, wait. It's for a new cookie. What defines a newcomer cookie? Through extensive research and state-of-the-art algorithm, data shows that a cookie with strong ties to... Ooh, we get to choose. Will arrive next year. Interestingly, the data shows a strong affinity for blank, and for blank. Blank will most likely become a popular buzzword amongst the cookies. Scallions, which are a kind of onion. Onions for onion cookie, but onion cookie already exists. Onion cookie will end up getting eventually anyway. So I want to choose something that would have to be created new. We can pass on cream cookie. Peanuts. Is there a peanut cookie? I don't know. Flour. The experts are just like, the AI has found that this next cookie will contain flour. You don't say. And in terms of egg cookies, Ion already looks like an egg. Ion likes to eat eggs. Ion is already our egg boy, egg cookie, so you don't need eggs. Blueberries would be interesting. An alchemy cookie, like the Pokemon. Come on. Blueberries. Peanuts. Cracker Jacks. Peanuts would be interesting, because that would mean, like, a new cookie would be created, I think. Same with blueberries. Blueberries is only one. Peanuts is two. You know what? I kind of want a peanut cookie, so I'm going to vote for peanuts, because blueberries isn't quite winning, and I kind of want peanuts to win, because I know that we'll get onion eventually. But peanuts would be a new cookie, so let's go with that. Flour would be funny, though, if just the smart AI was just like, aha, this next cookie will have flour. It's just sort of like saying, tomorrow the sun will rise. The next cookie will contain flour. Alright, so peanuts. Interesting that the data shows a strong affinity for magic peanuts. I know they're kind of leaning towards onions and sadness, because that's what the thing is. Onions, magic, concern will be the popular buzzword. Concerning magic. We already have a bunch of magic-based cookies. We have Alchemist, technically. We have Wizard Cookie, we have Cinnamon Cookie, and we have the other one. Poof, or whatever. Puff. Cream puff. So, we're good on magic cookies. Strong affinity for luck. A lucky peanut. That sounds cute. Yeah, lucky peanut. Like kissing Mole Man's head. It's like kissing a peanut. Concern. Why not concern? Let's do concern. Learn something new every day. Yeah. One more, then we can print this. Every cookie wants to run here. Everybody's here. Batman, Superman, Shrek, a car. Oh no, goes John Tron, quote. A large number of cookies have revealed that that their new favorite hotspot for running is blank. Due to its blank, many cookies claim that they become blank while running. Let's see. The new favorite hotspot for running is not Twisted Maze Grove, no. Black Sugar Pirate Ship, I like it. Seems like a lot of people, once Millennial Tree left, a number of people were like, oh, but I miss Millennial now. I saw on Twitter that more people had been sad when the tweet came out, or at least verbal people were sad about the Millennial Tree. In terms of voting, Millennial Tree still lost to Pirate Ship, but I like the Pirate Ship. Let's see. The new favorite hotspot for running. A treadmill would be funny. They decided to run on a treadmill, but that would be... No, I'd rather them be running around in some place. Yogurka. Interesting. Dragon's Valley. It's kind of dangerous. Difficulty. That does make sense. No. City of Wizards. I want City of Wizards back. They got rid of the Wizard City. I want the Wizard City back. I'm not drunk, by the way. I'm just dying. And tired. So yeah, the new favorite hotspot is the City of Wizards. I know it's not that popular, but I want it. Due to its abundance of coins, tasty jellies, beautiful scenery, fast speeds, difficulty. Many cookies become nostalgic. No. Excited. They get excited due to its difficulty? No. Beautiful scenery. The City of Wizards' beautiful scenery gets people excited. Let's do it. Yes. And now to print this paper. That's so cool. We did it. All right. Print ahoy. Yes. Print, my child. Issue 1 published. Now to change something so that this way we can do another thing. Let's see. Still one ninja. Muscle makes some sense. Purple Yam, I think, could also be angry with it. Yeah, Purple Yam would be like, no, you gotta dip it, you gotta... What did he say? No, it left. Alright, hold on. Purple Yam would be like, if you pour it, it becomes soggy, you gotta dip it. That makes, I think that fits him. So let's have him, we'll swap between Purple Yam and then Fairy. Yeah. Let's do it. Dipping in jam is tastier, isn't it? Oh. He said he wants it to be the pouring. Pour a little cookie. Ba-da-da. Yay! We printed 3. We get some coins. Now we can visit Des Moines. Where? Oh, Idaho. Reading this makes me hungry. Idaho's got Des Moines. as the song goes. Because the capital of Idaho is Des Moines, I think. Editor Muffin Man, that's me! Because I'm not Handington in this, I am Muffin Man. I think Handington was taken when I had wanted to at first, I believe. So, yay! Oh, poor little one is sad. Oh well. Just gonna add that sadness onto your pile of sad already, little cookie. Sorry. Yeah, we're gonna go with dipping. We're dipping. Dippity dip. Dippity doo dah. Dippity a. My oh my. What a wonderful day. Although today is just kind of mediocre so far. But it could be worse, so I'll take mediocre. Mediocre clarinet player. Mediocre. Pouring might be tasty too. Hey, why don't you lean towards pouring? Let's change the news. Change the news. Change the world. Extra, extra. Read all about it. HandingtonGetsApartments.com. I almost said scholarship. Sponsorship. I'm not actually sponsored by Apartments.com, by the way. That's not a real thing. I'm not against being sponsored by Apartments.com. I could definitely use the apartment money. But I'm not actually sponsored by them. It was just because I made the joke. Reading this makes me hungry. For pouring. I want to pour. Please, sir, may I have some pour? Oh no, the poor cookie wants pouring. Oh. Poor little poor cookie who wants pouring. Issue 10 published. Now we get more rewards. Yay. Now, do we go for 1,000 crystals first? Or do we go for rainbow cubes? Rainbow cubes it is. We'll go for this. Go for it against the opposition. Go for it. Something, something, something. I watched whatchamacallit. Saberspark in his video on Animal Olympics. And if you want a summary of my mind, go to that scene where the little alligator is dancing disco by wobbling. That's my mind. Anyway, it was a good video. It was like a pretty awesome movie, honestly. I kind of want to watch it. A little bit, like, a little bit dated. Some of the portrayals of things is a little off, but I think it's kind of worthy of just being like... It feels like something that's worthy of letting some things slide due to the amount of work that happened and love and care that went into making it. So it's sort of like, yeah, I don't think it's worthy to let some stuff pass. Still bouncing back and forth between velvety and average on this one. Man, we are at an hour already for the timer. And I have yet to even do the trial. We're just like puddin' cookie and newspaper ink. Puddin' cookie and print. Lil Puddin and print. I don't remember how long this will last, but I do want to try and get enough newspapers so that this way I can earn those prizes. The newspapers, you get so much ink. I wish I could trade them in for newspapers. Or even if I could just exchange the ink for just a little bit of the powder, the ingredient powder, that would be fantastic. Instead, no, the ink we just get in boatloads and now it'll just go to waste. So I'm annoyed with that. I need 6 more versions of the front page printed. So, blah. Ooh, the guild. We've got another reward. I've been here so long that my next guild is ready. Alright, Black Skull Wasteland, what do we got? Nifty. Hey, man. Come on. Come on. There we are. Alright. Cookie trials. Let's go. I've yet to do puddin', so I wanna do puddin'. Yay! Puddin'! It's puddin' time. Yay! I thought we'd get a story. Chapter 2. Special holiday gift. Oh, it's a pretty tree. Ta-da! Welcome to the town square. Oh, pudding cookie squeals in happy joy. Squeal of delight. Look at that giant festive tree. But where is Ginger Claus? Ho, ho, ho. Did you hear that? Ginger Claus is here. Oh, ho. Ginger Claus? ? Why, hello there. Have you two been good cookies this year? Don't lie to old Ginger Claus now. I can see you when you're sleeping, and I know when you're awake. Yes, I have. I delivered so many newspapers this year, early in the morning, every day, until I realized I was being gypped for my dimes. Oh, me too. I always ate all my food, and I didn't fight with my twinsies. Precious. I saw on Twitter somebody had drawn a picture of, like, Carol Cookie just adopting all four of the little siblings. I love them. My child. Pudding Cookie, I love you. Protect. Protect this child. See them grow up healthy and strong. It's so cute. She's a pure, innocent being of joy. I can imagine her just kind of like walking along and then like flopping over in the snow and then her feet going like, if she's in like a heavy jacket. I always think that's the cutest of things. And it's just like, no, you can do a little pudding. Go. Live your dreams. She's so cute. Oh. Oh, that's great. Both of you are such good cookies. Here's a gift from me to you. And he just hands, he hands Chestnut Cookie a dime, and he's like, wow, a dime. Thanks. Wow, bear jellies. They look so delicious. You literally can find these on the ground. I find a bunch of them as I walk along. I actually wish I had gotten the dime after all. But at the same time, I'd rather have food than not. I haven't eaten in 3 days. I've just been delivering papers. I found bear jellies on the ground, but I haven't had time to eat them. So this is useful. Actually, wait a minute. These are the bear jellies that I just left on the ground. Oh, I'm terrible. Oh, look, Puddin' Cookie is happy for the yum-yums. Squeal! Thank you very much. Oh, wait, that's the wrong voice. Thank you very much. Mr. Ginger Claus, how did you, become Ginger Claus? It's simple, young Cookie. Ho. Be a good friend, tell the truth, excuse me, hard to speak under this beard. And always be brave. Audible wink. Ding. Oh. Okay, I promise I want to be just like you one day. Oh, I know you've got what it takes. Oh. This is so wholesome and cute. I love this.
Really? Yay! Giggle, giggle. That's great, Puddin' Cookie. I'm so happy for you.
I didn't mean that facetiously. I meant that like sincerely, but my voice was just going back and forth between the voices. It just sounded off.
That's great, Puddin' Cookie.
There we go.
But I swear I've seen that face somewhere before. It's Ginger Claus. You've seen Ginger Claus before. You're right, that's what it must be.
I must be off and go meet more good cookies. Now be a good little monkey. Oh.
Ah, maybe I was wrong, just like I was about my salary in dimes. Oh, look at the pretty tree. Now we're paper cutouts. I have become one with the papers. That festive tree is so pretty. Not a Christmas tree. There is no Jesus Christ cookie in this universe. So it's just a festive tree. We're all inclusive here. It's shining just like the stars.
Excuse me. Ooh, excuse me. Blech. Anyway.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons why I like winter so much. Thank you for today. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't meet Ginger Claus. I think I finally understand why so many cookies look forward to the winter holidays. I never understood it because I just shivered in the cold and it was just really depressing. And I'd see people having a happy Christmas and then I'd be shooed at. As in, like, they shooed me away by throwing shoes. They didn't want me hanging around. Then again, I always just tended to hang out around like the mean cookies, so my view of cookies have kind of been tainted. I've been chased by like the evil witch, the pomegranate, the weird matcha lady, and then Chili Pepper. We don't speak about Chili Pepper again. That was not a good. That wasn't too kosher. It was my first time meeting Ginger Claus. And it was my first time getting a present, too. I've never received a present before. I've always just been unable to afford them due to my dimes going to me mum's surgery. So even getting old frozen bear jellies that were on the ground is still the best present I've ever gotten. Oh, look at the little cat face! Ah! Oh, it's one of the quadruplets! Oh, they're all so precious. Oh, I love them. Can they just be my children? Oh, they're so cute, my child. Hey there.
Oh, excuse me. I'm doing the British voice.
Hey, there you are. We've been looking all over for you. Oh, hello. Guess what? I'm a Ginger Claus. Yay!
Ginger Claus.
Ginger Claus gave me a gift and told me how to become just like him. It's all thanks to my friend, Chestnut Cookie. Oh, hooray! Pudding Cookie made a new friend. We're gonna have a holiday party at our house. You should come join us. Huh? Oh, really? But we've just met today. It's okay. After all, we met Ginger Claus together. Because I got the best present ever. A best friend like you. Chestnut Cookie. What a story. Best friends who first meet during the holidays. My father is back home, so I gotta finish this up. Giggle, giggle. Come on, let's go home. There's cakes and toys waiting for us. Oh!
So, pudding cookie is not poor. Oh, cakes and toys. Okay. Today is going to be the best winter holiday ever. Best holiday ever. Gotta go, bye.